All right, so after having my cement, white cement and oxides, which is not waterproof, crack, I just wanted to share with you a bit of plaster problems that I'm having. So that's the smooth layer that was obviously put before, and then you see this is just all flaking. So this thin coat that we put on is just not happy, and this this layer of the cement oxide paint is also coming off, and something I haven't cracked there. The first mistake I think I've done is you need to paint this with a waterproof paint, and I used this oxide paint, so it's not being happy, so the water got in. Also, my friend said because my plaster is a little bit soft like this, so we didn't add enough cement, and this thing is coming off. So on the outside, definitely don't use the but then on the sandbag structure, it's solid, eh? It's solid, no problem. It's just that aircrete, so it might be because of the softness. So the water got in, obviously the aircrete maybe expanded or something, and then water got inside, and look what's happening on the inside. Oh gosh, this is a huge crack. This is about 5 millimeters. So my entire plaster is cracked. So I don't know, it's because the water got in, but it shrank. So I don't know, it's all over. It's all over. And how I know water got in, because out of this cracks, I could see some little water. And look at that. Some little water marks, so the water definitely traveled on the inside. But then on the sandbag dome, it's like solid, no problem at all. So this is, although here's a plaster crack, here's another one. So it's definitely something, but I didn't waterproof these structures, and this is a lesson I haven't done yet. You gotta waterproof these structures so the water doesn't go in on the inside. So lesson 1, put paint straight onto the surface. Lesson 2, if you are doing oxide paints, I think only on the interior. Lesson 3, you got to waterproof these structures, and we'll still do a lesson on that super soon. And lesson 4, we use very weak mix, so make sure your mix is... I haven't cracked the plaster, I have to tell you honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Something is not right. So but definitely waterproofing on the outside. I'm gonna go and speak to my aircrete teacher. I know how to waterproof sandbag domes, and we'll still do a lesson on that. But that's just not cool, and I'm glad that I made this mistake, so you don't have to, because basically means I have to remove this entire everything off, which will be a bummer because it's so pretty and it's a lot of work. But I'm glad that you'll learn these mistakes and don't do them yourself. What would a mistake like this cost you, that, you know, your plaster is just falling down like there is no fashion? And when I say we strip it, I mean we really strip it, and it's quite a challenge, let me tell you. And the water getting into the aircrete structure, and look, it's all perfect on the sandbag dome, I'll show you now, but on an aircrete dome, the water got in, the aircrete obviously swells up, caused some plaster to crack, so urgent waterproofing session, urgent operation. So we stripped whatever loose material was, and we started to apply these squares dipped in bitumen, impregnated with the bitumen waterproofing material, and then we throw sand against it so the final render can, you know, get stuck. So this is 1 day's work with 2 guys. We used 2 20-liter drums, I believe it's 5 gallons of the bitumen, and yeah, let me give you a quick tour so you can see how we're rescuing the situation. But this waterproofing is important. So as you can see, on the sandbag dome, not a problem. On an aircrete dome, stuff started to come off. We actually flaked it off and it started to crack. So, you know, we took out the loose pieces, and yeah, so this is all one day's work, and we've done this section quite nicely all the way to the top. But oh gosh, you gotta watch for your hands, the stuff is so messy. So there it is, and this is what it caused on the inside. The plaster has cracked. Look at that. So, you know, and these are the kinds of mistakes that we have to add into the course, so you folk don't repeat this, because this is costly. So waterproof your homes, it's very important. And this is the stuff we use, the super lay called, it's water-based, so it's non-toxic, and we're going to be using it for water tank. Gloves, my hands, I'm still trying to take it off, it doesn't come off, so use long gloves, and yeah, that's what you need. So you obviously want to clean up the surface, and you're not going to have this problem if you've just plastered the dome. So you want, let's put the drum, empty the bucket in there. Okay, so we got bitumen. It's that you get water based and you get acrylic based. So this is what we do. We take a brush. You can leave some there. Let me. Take a brush, and we're going to start at the bottom, and I'll show you why. And we carefully paint one coat. The trick with it, it's not going to work just by itself. The reason is because should the plaster crack, then the water is going to get in. So we'll take this stuff and we get it nicely impregnated. Okay. And then we give it a squeeze because the stuff is expensive. Okay. The key part here is impregnated, so it's black all over. And another key part is take the excess out. Okay? And it's very messy. And if you ever get it on your clothes, yeah, you should work with dirty clothes here. Just a quick one. Okay, we don't need to fuss. And we apply it in a diamond shape. And it's going to be tricky here because it's actually hanging under. But let's try. Okay, brush. Now you have to dust it off, otherwise it's going to come off with the dust. Yeah. Okay? And we'll apply it like this. Okay? And we take away all the gaps. Okay? It's going to get trickier on the corners. But nevertheless, you'll get better as you go. Maybe we use smaller pieces at the bottom. Don't worry about the bottom for now. Let's get
this level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So there's another part to this I have to show you, and this is important. So I'm going to take the time to show you. Okay, we don't want to waste. It's very expensive, so we don't want to waste. So rather maybe lose a bit less. Than to splat all over, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's, I think, 1,000 rand a drum.
Yes.
And we really want to maybe have three, probably $100 in America drum. Okay, and the reason we start at the bottom is because we're going to overlap them in a very special way. Okay, so Patrick, you can get the next one going. Okay, so the trick is to squeeze it out. You don't want too much. No, it's going to be a waste, an expensive waste. Yeah, just like that. Good. Okay, and this is the trick part. Because the water runs down, you want to overlap it from up. Okay. So Patrick, come with your gloves, and let's overlap it by like 5 centimeters. No, overlap. Okay. 5 centimeters. Ronnie, we need a little brush here. And you got to work one section at a time. Too much. You're wasting. How did we go here? A little here. Okay. Okay, Patrick, let's just move out for the camera. Okay, so you got this vibe. Then we spread it out. Okay. Now it's still wet, eh? You only do, make sure it's still wet, and there is a trick part that I'm going to show you. Because how you're going to apply plaster, you need to create a key. Okay, and that's why we're only going to do two squares at a time. Then we take builder sand. Take builder sand. Take this drum away. We're going to take builder sand and we're going to throw it while it's wet onto this thing. Okay, so we'll need to have a bucket of builder sand. Okay. So we do two things at a time. We sand, throw builder sand.
So it's enough. The builder sand is enough now.
Yeah. Yeah. The trick is when we come with the final plaster, and you want the little stones, you know, the little builder sand stones.
Okay, to help the mortar stick.
When we're gonna do the final render, it's gonna get stuck onto these little stones. Okay. You'll need smaller squares here, so maybe, you know, do the bulk of it. So step one, we clean the dome. Okay? Masks, dust masks or fabric, but protect your lungs. Okay? Step two, you paint, but try and paint not too much over, because this needs to be repainted. So if you're gonna spread all over, it's just gonna be a waste. So you paint how much you need. You know how big the square is. Yeah. Then you paint yourself. Let's say the next two will be like this. 1, 2. If you got a big crinkle, you can have a pair of scissors here and you can just, you know what I mean? And then it'll, if you've got a big crinkle and it's not like it's sitting here, you know? You can take little scissors, take a little scissors, then the one folds in and the other one folds over. Look, yeah? You saw it. So it's okay to make a cut as long as it overlaps. Then I'll come and check. We might put smaller pieces afterwards, because this is where the biggest problem is. The water came down, it entered on top of the arch, and it got in and it cracked my plaster on the inside, because we didn't do this, because I cut corners. So I'm going to teach the proper way.
So when we are doing, if we finish this part, we will leave this ridge. Then when we do this, then we leave this. Then we do this. Yeah,
good point. Let's show it on the camera. So just to clarify for Ronnie, okay, So Ronnie suggests, and I think it's a good idea too, we do this part, and here, yeah, go with the squares, they're nice size, you know, boom boom. If you need to make smaller, for then here we can do little smaller manyanas.
Yes, on the ridge.
On the ridge.
Overlap this side and overlap to
that side, yeah. But don't overlap.
No. Because from that side the water will have to run.
No, don't worry. It's gonna be waterproof. Trust me, it's gonna be waterproof. Because we're painting it and we're putting cloth, and the cloth can take a bit of movement. So if there's ever a little crack, it's not gonna be a problem, because the cloth can go with it. It's got a little stretch. It's rubberized. It's like a rubber. And hey, if I don't wash this now, I've got a little armband for the next week, okay? And it's gonna be now with the hairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so long gloves and short pieces here. So let's say your piece will be up to here, okay? And here, what? So you make yourself. Let's do a little thing. Oh, Ronnie, this is messy. Shit.
I will have to wash them.
You'll have to wash them. Okay, but let's do a little, you know, for the sake. And see, and a bag works so nicely. So now we've got a bag, and the bag works so nicely. Brush. So the bag really nice because it's nice and thin. Okay. Again, diamond. I'll put here. Put here. We'll fold it into the groove. You see, look how nice. Boom. Piece of bag right there. Okay. That's it. Let's just do another piece of bag. Brush. Just brush here a little piece. Just want to show you how nice the bag works out on the dipping part. It's lacquer, much better than the. And this is not bitum, this is some other hard stuff, but I've got it. So just dip it in, one squash. Look at that. But so bags are good. You can use it as a, and that's nice because you're using same materials, sandbags. Sandbags, you're using the same sandbags for foundation, using sandbags for waterproofing. So this is awesome. Again, so you don't want to do you want to like kind of overlap, you know, you want to carry on. And you don't want to overlap too much. But that kind of thing. Just give me a little. Yeah? Look at that. And while it's still wet, without wasting time, you get your builder sand and okay, you get your builder sand, whoppa, whoppa, whoppa. Okay. Just like that. Might be too much, but you got the vibe. Yeah?
Listen. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, here. Okay, just take out of the camera. And you throw it in with pressure. Whoppa! You leave it. And you don't want to throw too much here, but it's okay because this is not painted, so it's just gonna fall off. Okay. Once it gets stuck on, we don't want sand here because and yeah, keep the sand away from the edges. Now that I think about it, because I know it's gonna be hard, but once you paint on. When you paint the next one, give me the brush. When you paint the next one, you know, kind of paint on the edge, and you go spread out. Okay, now it's you see, so like it kind of blends out the stuff off. Okay, but keep it, and then okay, let's go. Next, come quick, paint. I want to see you guys do it. Okay, Ronnie's dip square, chop chop. Here's the gloves. I just want you to do one, and then you can go wash gloves inside, and then get yourself ready. Quick, yeah, dip in. No, first you, yeah, dip it one, don't keep on turning it. Okay, now turn it over. Okay, that's it. Now take it out, and as you squeeze it will impregnate right through. Now take it on one corner and squeeze, take it on one corner and squeeze right down. Yeah. That's it. So the key part here is that you don't see grey pieces, and the other key part is that you don't have thick muti.
Yes.
And the other key part is you got to go up to speed with Patrick.
Yes.
Let's go. Quick. Whoppa, come on here. No, a bit more on that side. Yeah. So squeeze it out. No, don't dip it. Yeah, squeeze it out. So you don't want like blobs on it because it's miney.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Patrick, you don't need water here, maybe get another bucket of sand. Okay, let's go, Ronnie. Okay, so maybe Patrick helps you here. Okay, Patrick, let's grab one corner. And you start at the yeah, where's the other one? Where's the cloth? There's the cloth. Wait, let me just get my camera. Okay, so just a little zoom in. Okay, wait. So there is the cloth. Just a little bit more, by 5 centimeters. Yeah.
We will be overlapping.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll paint that, but put everywhere else.
Okay.
So all the stuff is very teachable.
A
little brush. You can do brush, or if you've got muti on your hand, try and use the back of your hand. Ronnie? No, the other side. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got a bit of muti, so just shh. Exactly. And this is what I was talking about. You see, it's taking it. So you have a pair of scissors here if need be, and then you yeah. So the key is. Oh, my hand's already fucked. Sorry. Okay, so you see, it's not working. So it might need a little cut.
Yes.
Or not. It's okay. Okay. No, it needs a little cut. Scissors, Patrick. The red ones. And it's important. See, it's coming off there.
Yes.
So why is it coming off? You first check. So it must be wet underneath. So put your hand under. And these are the tricky parts when it comes to the thing. And that's why we actually want to. Okay, now apply. Make sure it's wet underneath here. Just rub with your hand. No, yeah, where it's gonna get stuck. Now go like this. Yeah. Now put this. Yeah. And this guy, he'll make a gap, and that's okay. You see, so this is where we'll come with small pieces, okay. Like maybe 15 by 15 centimeters. And
okay.
The trick here is not to go wide this way. You can go longer pieces this way, Ronnie, but don't go longer this way because this is the curve. Okay. Here is no, you know what I mean? This is not, here and here is not a problem. So you can have half a meter if you want, or 30, okay? But here is where you want shorter because that's where, you know, it curves. Okay. And I gotta go wash my hands.
This one?
Yeah, quick. Let's see it. More. Take big things and chuck from far away. Boom. And you want buckets here.
Exactly.
And Ronnie, You gotta watch out for this. Come see, there was a little bubble here. It was like this. You gotta watch out for this. So we spread it out. Okay, this is. You see, look, there's another one. Yeah, I can put my finger in. So you not like this. You really work it out. That away towards the line. Yes. So watch out for those. Okay. So like this. Maybe you just do one piece at a time. Okay, Patrick, so we got a little on the edge. Let's see how that works.
Yeah.
Because maybe with a brush it will, you know,
Yeah.
you kind of, yeah. But you know, that's how we did. Throw there from far away. No, too close. So you almost want to stand from far away. Let me show you. You want to stand from far away, and you want to throw it. Okay, like a big handful. Big handful. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Don't. You stand from far away and you spread. Boom. And whatever needs to fall off will fall off.
Okay.
But I know, like, you gotta find a balance, not too far, because now we're coming on to this part. Okay.
Okay.
So find a good rhythm. Find a good rhythm. Okay.
Okay.
And we gotta go all the way to the top.
Okay.
Please make sure you don't drop. Actually, because I've got a plastic there. Just don't take the plastic off. Come close to it, but not too close. And because on top we've got a plastic, and I don't want this muti dropping on my table.
Okay.
So rather do everything else, and we'll do the top when we've taken the table out, and you know what I mean.
Okay.
So that's it. And tomorrow we're going to be waterproofing the water tank with the cloth, but we're going to use Bidum cloth. It's a soft one, not this stuff. Soft one, and then we're going to be doing bigger pieces because it's a water tank. I know in Mexico they're using cactus and a whole bunch of natural ways to waterproof, and there are methods, but I don't have a slightest clue. So I got to use a non-toxic product from the shop, which I can buy, and right now that's the best I can do. But it works. The cloth works with the bitumen, with the bitumen water-based. And another trick: make sure you don't have a rain that afternoon. I've had rain wash away, because this needs 24 hours to set. Once it's set, you can water it all day long, but you need to put a final render on it because the sun will obviously eat it away after some time, like 3 months or more. So you got to put a final render. That's why with applying the sand. But make sure you've checked the weather, which I haven't. And make sure there's no rain this afternoon, because the stuff will run. This black river of expensive muti is gonna go down the drain. And I've had that happen before on my first wetland, which is a whole river I made, and we used this cloth dipped, and and it worked quite well. A whole river going through the garden. But yeah, so this cloth is messy. I have to wash my hands now, because if I leave it, I'm gonna walk like a poopel, which is an asshole in South African language. Yeah, so let me go. But this is it for waterproofing. Obviously, I'll shoot it once it's all over. And you've seen from my black dome pictures in my farm, so that's the same method we applied. It works. Yeah, so the only problem we got on the farm is because the underlayer was clay and a little bit of cement, and clay shrank, and then the cloth. But because of this cloth, the people are still staying inside. It was all the plastic collapsing, you saw the pictures, but they're nice and waterproof inside. But obviously where the plaster is cracked, the outer render has cracked, the black cloth is exposed, so it'll take, that's been like 5 years already, so that'll take another 5 years or so, or I don't know how long, but eventually the cloth will start to deteriorate, because this is natural, and the sun will eat it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and please guys, long gloves. Look, that's as where it reached to, so you want gloves up to here. End of story. Okay, enjoy. Okay, so just a little update. First of all, the stuff does not come off. This is 10 minutes with hot water and a scrubbing sponge taking my skin off. It doesn't come off. So long t-shirt, gloves long, don't get it on your skin. Second part, so they were applying now a piece, and make sure it's parallel to the previous one. So if this previous one is here, you want to overlap by about 5 centimeters, and you want to put parallel. And you also, okay, and so yeah, and another part is at the end when it's all dry, we're gonna go with a brush and take the loose pieces off. Yeah, take the loose pieces of the sand off, and then the hard little nuggets that are gonna get stuck on, I'll show you now, that we're going to actually keep there for the final render to grip on. Yeah, so loose stuff will probably, well, I can't do this now, it's all wet. So that's the vibe, guys, that's the vibe. Patrick, Ronnie, and another part is, just come here, because it's important. Don't paint too much over. So know your size of this. That's why I want you to keep the same size of the squares. But there's your square ending, and you've painted so much. Now we're adding sand onto this, which is going to be keeping the fabric away from the dome. Yeah. So you just like this much. Like there's the cloth. Like if it's 5 centimeters over, it's okay. So 5, you know, like.
Yeah, not too much.
More like a finger, then, you know, like more or less. This is waste of money, number one. This is waste of money, number one. It should have been up until here, and as I said, the sand is being thrown on and is gripping on. Okay. So also, let's try and keep, if we can, sand a little bit away from the edges. But it's okay. But you know what I mean. But it's okay, because then we paint this on. Patrick, you remember we need to apply into the edges. So try and keep your sand away from the edges when you aim as much as you can, and then when you paint, make sure you paint over the way you overlap. Wherever the fabric gets onto, it's got to get stuck. And when you paint, see if you can get all the cement painted. So what I was saying is, if you're going to paint it like this, you see these lines, they're running down. Yes. Can you see them? Yes. So if you paint like this, you go over them. You gotta go like this, and then it's gonna fill in, because it's the first layer of waterproofing. Because we're not gonna paint over this anymore. So it's this coat onto the dome, and it's the fabric 1 coat. Water tank, we're gonna do 3 coats over this with muti. But now this is all we have. We have this and we have this. So make sure you don't have, it's zwart, it's black, it's painted, and you don't and then and you do 2 squares at a time. So the next square will go up, or here. The next square, yeah?
Yes.
Where's your fabric? There's a fabric here.
The fabric is here.
Oh, fabric is here. Okay, perfect. So, boom. Okay. So because this now needs to be repainted again.
Yeah.
This part needs to be repainted again because it's dry. Maybe not, because the cloth is very wet, eh?
Yeah, we will just apply.
So then it's a waste. Okay. So you apply on the edge. And it's important that you guys get this. So you apply on the fabric edge.
Yes.
Wherever the cloth is going, you gotta apply.
Yeah.
Fresh. Okay. You put the cloth, spread it away from the center. Spread away from the center. Okay. You can stay away from the ridges for now. Just do the bulk.
Okay.
Do the bulk, and then we'll come back. But make sure you sweep the dome first.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I think we're clear.
Yeah.
It's not a difficult process.
Yeah.
but it's an important process and it's gonna last. Once you put plaster over this, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And because the plaster's got little stones to grip onto, it's gonna be a strong plaster, and we're not gonna have this nonsense that's, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so another key part, acoustics. Patrick, the key part here is the overlap of the diamond pieces, yeah, the diamonds, yeah?
Yes.
The overlap of the diamond pieces must be, the top one must be, so you start at the bottom.
Okay.
You do the bottom of that section.
Yes.
And then the next one step up. So don't go there where I showed you, start at the bottom. The key part is that you have a fabric here, and the next fabric is here.
Yes.
Not like this. Because if you have a little bubble or a little stone or a little something, the water will just get in and wash, and it'll come off. Like shingles.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's why we start at the bottom, because if we start at the top, we have to lift up to get in. If we start at the bottom, we do all the bottom pieces first, then the next layer, then the next layer, then the next layer, then the next layer.
Okay.
Important. Left, right, it doesn't matter, but it's the top must be like this. Okay, guys got it. Thank you. Okay, so we just spotted something. So because we started, for example, showing you up, you got to start at the bottom, because if you do up and then you come to the bottom, look, the gap is here. Okay, and that's a problem. So overlap must be on this side. Yeah, I think that's super clear. I repeated myself 8 times. So to save this, we actually need to put a thin strip. Ronnie,
Okay.
we need to put a thin strip over
Okay.
to save this.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. It.
While it's wet now. So do another one, and then you can quickly cut one little strip and you just apply it.
Apply like an.
So Patrick, you must be ready when Ronnie. So first, Ronnie, Patrick. Yeah. So first, you gotta check where it's going. So
Yeah.
it's gotta probably go here. Yeah. Okay. It's gotta go here, and it's gotta go down. So you paint that square. Okay, so here. Now that corner is going to be longer. Just not here, but do you understand? It's like this. So
Yeah.
that corner is going to be longer. Yeah, now that looks like a square. That's it, that's it. Ronnie, we're ready for you. Okay, Patrick, now you're, yeah. So let's apply. Skill transfer. So parallel. Find the parallel line. Where's that corner? Where's the overlap? Where's the fabric?
The fabric.
Yeah, so make it parallel. So Ronnie, up your corner.
Yeah, the fabric.
Ends.
The end.
You sure? No, there's the
this
corner. Yeah, so 5 centimeters over. We'll apply there, Ronnie, don't worry. So spread it at the bottom. Okay, now Patrick, you can go and get a brush. Yeah, but I'm happy. I'm happy with this process. Ronnie, you can already apply at the bottom. Apply at the bottom. Yeah. No. Patrick, no. The side. Okay, and there. So Patrick, your job is to get so good that you paint one time the right size.
Yeah.
Okay. Ronnie, do we have here? Patrick? Do we have here? No. Ronnie, take this corner. Ronnie, take this part away. Yeah, you see, dry. Ooh.
It has.
Or it came off.
Moving, yeah.
Okay, so come back. Okay, so that means it's the dust. That plaster is not strong enough.
No, it's the plaster was removed and it's now aircrete.
No, it's not aircrete. Yes, there's the aircrete.
Yeah.
Okay, application. Spread it, yeah, nice. The bubbles. So first identify the bubbles, Ronnie.
Okay.
Because no good. So that's why I want you to work from the center out. From the center out. Yeah. That's it. Patrick, now you're getting your gloves off. You're ready with sand. You don't need to watch Ronnie do this. Thank you for your help. But now it's time to yeah, aim for the center. Good idea. That's it. That's it. Whoppa. That's it. Whoppa. That's it. Whoppa. Nice. Nice. That's it. Don't go close to that edge. At the bottom you can throw, but not where you painted. That will be a separate piece. So Ronnie, just one suggestion. I know you're trying to go parallel with the previous fabric this way,
Yes.
but you don't have to. Your trick is to go parallel with there, and this square next time should be down. So you almost want to finish this. That's why Patrick painted for you here. So do you understand?
Okay.
I'm going to put the camera on a bag. Okay, so this square should have actually been down.
Yes.
Because now you're going to apply the next square, and this is going to be overlap. Overlap is going to be on the wrong way. So you're not trying to match this line. See, you're trying to match this line. You're not trying to match this line. One here, the next one steps down, the next one, not like this, but steps down. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here you will fill up. So the next piece will be, do you understand, halfway. And you'll carry on. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So this piece needs next time to go down here. So the next piece, Patrick, when you paint it, you pick up on this line. Okay? And then it goes up like this. You know how it goes. There's the line. It goes up. And it goes up here. And you paint Ronnie a square. I'm gonna give me a stone. Yeah. So but you want to do it with you don't want to draw with stones, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you want to get the thing going. That you identify what the hell we're doing. Okay, can you see that this corner is going to be here?
Yeah.
So it's going to step up here. So you kind of, you look at it. This is the square, this is the side. And that's a problem for you do different sides because Patrick can't identify. But you got the vibe, hey? You guys got it. So because you try to go like this. No. What you're trying to do is you're trying to go the bottom, and then you're gonna go next, then you're gonna go
From bottom there.
and then you fill up what the camera is seeing. You fill up top and you go up. Okay.
So
Got it. It's okay. Right now let's focus on let's do this one. We'll focus on the bottom here and later. Oh yeah, next.
So now you do the.
Yeah, but in your eyes,
Yeah.
you know the size of the square, so you paint the size of the square. The key is that you reach the bottom.
Yeah.
When you come here, the key is that you know there's your piece. So obviously good to do this straight after the build.
Yeah.
Plaster is clean, everything is ready. You haven't applied anything funny like oxides or this or that.
Yes.
And you do this, and then maybe the final coat that can be with oxides or something, and then.
Okay.